what I have to present today is it's a good news that researchers have invented a 100 biodegradable plastic, which is made from barley, which is 100% biodegradable. I'll show you more to the next slide. So first we will understand what is biodegradable plastic. We break down the biodegradable plastic breakdown into organic compounds and other biomasses in the influence of microorganisms, and the degradation time is much shorter. So if the byproduct that is left in the end is CO2 and H2O, which is not that much harmful, but CO2 is harmful at the end. Now, if we see what is the situation in the countries right now, that United Nations has reported that 127 countries has enacted laws regulating plastic bags, and 27 countries are still banned and restricted single-use plastic. Single-use plastic is just used in food plastics. That is there. And among the specific material composition required for plastic, where 35 countries supported the use in production of biodegradable plastics. So we will take you to the what is the situation of biodegradable plastics. So these are the type of biodegradable plastic that is being used right now. The most common is PLA. So PLA, what it does is it is made from abundant, rapidly renewable starch, such as tapioca and corn, and it is completely biodegradable within 120 days. But what are the drawbacks? Is it provides lower strength and durability, poor heat resistance, and limited flexibility. So these are the reasons that is biodegradable plastics are usually facing, and the polyethylene tetraphthalate, that is the major contributing factor to the plastics that are there in the oceans and everything, which are taking years to degrade. So if we are using PLA and PET, so it's not a sustainable solution yet. So what researchers has come through is, so the one of the professor Andreas Bologna, he said that Department of Plant and Environmental Sciences, that they have developed a new type of bioplastic which is stronger and can better withstand with water, because when water comes into the combination with plastic, they dissolves more easily. Now, if it is able to withstand with water, then current bioplastics, then it is a very good solution, it seems. Now, at the same time, this material is 100% biodegradable because it is made from crops that is used for and can be used for food packaging and many other things. Now, if it is going to be such solution, we can say that it is booming. It is getting more sustainable than earlier, because now we have started to use biodegradable plastics. Because I have seen what is happening if I order something, from Zepto, or order some online deliveries services, they give the packaging and they say, okay, the polythene is biodegradable, but we don't know how much biodegradable percentage is there. Like, we don't know how much time is it going to take to be definitely biodegrade in the soil. But now, if this solution has come up, then if it gets boom, then we have the solution, okay, that, and the solution problem will also come down. And the use of fossil fuels to make traditional plastics will come down as well. Now, I will ask my sustainability sisters to share their review on the same.
Sure, sure. That was a very good news article that you actually shared, Prerna. And these are actually very good steps taken in right direction. So I'm assuming that can you stop sharing so that like
Yeah,
everyone.
sure.
Yeah. Um. So I understand that it's very difficult to like replicate plastic because plastic is just everywhere. It has just taken over our lives. It's just, suppose even if you make something out of corn and maize and you put hot milk in it or things like that, it's not going to be as effective as how plastic has been. So this is, so definitely one of the breakthroughs. If you can make a low cost replacement of plastic. Plastic is
Hmm.
everywhere. Containers, packages, those bubble wraps, everything. I think,
Yeah,
yes.
bubble
I was,
wraps.
there's this Instagram page, the editor recommends one of the channels, and this is Shreya Punj, who is one of the editors at Penguin. What she has started is she has started recommending books by reading one book by one influencer per day. It's a series now. तो उसमें उनका होता है pass या fail. And उनके reviews are dank and funny, but I think this was day 4 and she has recommended Masala Labs' book. And she gets into this topic where Masala Lab has made chemistry fun by saying if you want to eat something that doesn't have any plastics, then you will basically have to just keep on fasting from now on. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है you're having something and it doesn't have plastic in it at this
Yeah.
point. Then she takes it forward.
Yeah, because now it's understood that it's in my bloodstreams. In fact, now I try to avoid the plastic cups, which, 10 rupees chai in front of IIT of that canteen. But, how much will that guy keep
Right.
washing?
I remember you scolding me at some point. ये देखो क्या कर रही है? She's taking in those paper cups. Even those paper
Hmm.
cups have plastic inside.
Yeah, that's true. That's a
So,
wonderful
yeah,
Prerna, actually.
yeah, yeah. So I'll take you. Yeah, Napa, you want to share something?
No, it's actually beautiful to see so much awareness around plastic. But if you see now, even the companies are started to become very conscious about the plastic
Yeah.
waste that they're creating. For example, we have Amazon that
Hmm.
decided to take reduce all of the plastic pillows, air pillows that they use for packaging, and they
Hmm.
are replacing 95% of it to with recyclable paper filter, and they aim to actually avoid like around some 15 billion plastic air pillows, like reduce it annually. And now since they're at the 95% target, by the end of the year they want to reach the 100% target. So we see all these initiatives taken by the company. Even there are laws or some sort of pacts coming in. If I'm not wrong, there is some sort of like a US plastic pact that has, released this roadmap, and they have a lot of, they have, posted the progress that they have achieved in that. Around, I might get the numbers wrong, but they were talking about how they have reduced the problematic plastics that we are talking about, usage from 14% to 8%, or they have, um, increased their recyclable content or compostable packaging content from like 37% to 47%. So we are seeing this, slowly shift towards understanding that, the world can maybe slowly, gradually work without plastic if it's just
Yeah.
make those little steps.
Amen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
there.
think then that impact is going to be trickling down to MSMEs, because, for example, in India, you visit some like very small shop owner, they don't have generally the resources to have like proper cutlery, so they give in like recyclable plates, paper plates, or things like that. So I think if at all something comes, India is going to be like revolutionized. Now we need something replace plastic sort of revolution.
Do
So
you
Right
guys
now,
remember like when we were kids, like I don't see it that often now, but before, instead of using like thermocol or paper plates, we used to have like green color ke plates made of some sort of leaf material, It was like it was indented. Do you guys
Hmm.
remember as a kid, I used to see that a
Yeah.
lot. And then I don't know
Yeah.
when it happened, when we suddenly transitioned to thermocol, or we transitioned to the cheap plastic. But initially, I remember we used to use plates like that, which was
Hmm.
made from like biodegradable material. So
I
it's
have
not that
seen.
we're actually going back to what our roots
Yeah.
was, which is
But
actually very
Yeah.
sustainable.
latest I heard that was patented by Germany and not India. That was like those leaves are palash leaves, and the machinery just like presses them and comes in like proper plate. So the this has been patented by Germany and not us. And we too used to like fix it with sticks and all.
I know. In
Yes,
fact, do you guys know why most of our Indian writings, at least in the southern part, is curve and not like straight? Because if you
the
see English, it's
language
very,
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
of
yeah, it's
kind of
exactly.
paper.
That's how
Sanchari
it's
Span enlightened us. Yes.
Yeah.
yeah. Basically, the reason it is because we used to use leaves, in fact, to write, and because of the veins that used to run in the leaves, we could not make like straight strokes. We have to have those curved strokes so that we could continuously write on it. And so
Yeah.
that's how important, all this is to us. Like it forms the basis of a language, it forms basis of how we actually write and speak. So ingrained in our culture.
Yeah. So I have seen that in Kerala, still people are using the leaf system right
Yeah, yeah.
now. Yeah,
In Tamil Nadu as well, we were at some friend's place and they had taken us out for breakfast in the morning. सुबह से 6 साढ़े 6 बजे सब खाने के लिए ready एकदम. And these local restaurants, they were making food in one corner and serving up across all the tables. Okay? One guy was running back and forth, and on every table, the second you sat down, they would just slap on one leaf and then go ahead. कि अभी खाना चालू है इनको in
I love
sessions.
it. Yeah. Sadhya, right?
Yeah.
I
It's called
love
Sadhya.
South food.
I
In
love it.
fact, Tamil Nadu also the food is really good. They'll just give you a leaf and they'll start serving like their dosas, their ghee dosas, their idlis, and the super
oh my
tasty
God, that's
chutney. Oh my
what
I had no idea Pongal could be this tasty. You have to have it there.
Oh my God, that was mouth-watering conversation turned into.
And it's pure dog text.
Yeah, so I'll take you to my next news. I have, wait, I'll share my screen. So we were here. Now we came to a survey situation. So there's a survey that has happened in the June 2020. Oh, sorry, June 2024, this month only. And the survey says this, that a third of those who surveyed in India said that they think about climate change every day, and more than half worry about it in the compared to the last year. So
I am
this
also
survey this
we are
survey
also
came out.
there probably. We are in this percentage.
Yeah, we are in this percentage. And around 77% of Indian who responded to the survey, they want the country to have a stronger climate commitments. We are still committed to the 2070 goal, but they want the stronger climate commitments. And around 33% they want, they think that about climate change daily, and 26 that they is that in think India is already addressing climate change very well, but I think it's not the case that much. Now there's a situation, there's a survey poll that is happening. So these are the people's priorities that is being lined up. And what is the response to it? That 54% supports that replacing oil and gas will help, but 5% thinks that not supporting opposes these things at the same time that replacing oil and gas will not help. So I would say in from this graph that many of the majority people, we see that people are still climate educated. People are not that, it's not like people are not aware, but they are aware and they know how to see measures, for example, protect and restore nature, protect from weather events, work together. Basically, adaptation practices that we need to follow, working together internationally. As we see in this column, we see the higher percentage right now. 79% of the people in India think that we need to work together internationally, and we need to seek help from rich countries, for example, US and UK, that from where all the revolution happened, and the climate change education is also needed.
Yeah.
So
Very
my
interesting graph.
point,
Very interesting. Like,
yeah,
if you look at working together internationally, 86% of the people, they are thinking that internationally we should work together, and only 79% of the Indians think that we should work internationally.
yeah,
And also, like,
yeah.
we should, by the end of her presentation, we should have a word for these people, the 26%. Uh, so what do you want to say to them? Yeah, cool.
Yeah, Aditi, when someone says climate change is not a thing, instantly ऐसे दिल से आवाज आती है, घर जाओ यार, मुंह खोल के मूड ऑफ कर दिया.
मेरे को लगता है I want to tell them, wake up.
Or maybe like look outside your window.
Yeah.
It's like breathe the air.
Is the
Look
temperature
outside
not
your
enough for
window.
you?
Look up at the sky and tell me if you see
Is the
any stars. And then talk to us.
or ask them if the temperature is not high enough for them.
If we truly think it's God,
Yeah.
it's God.
Okay, that's enough for trolling. Okay, so now we come to how is government reacting to the situation right now. As we discussed in the first news, that Samarika had shared, that there's a Andaman and Nicobar is getting constructed right now. Now there's another situation that is happening. Thousands of trees in the village are being likely to fall away to make way for the annual Kavar Yatra, that is a Hindu pilgrimage that happens every monsoon season. And every there's a lot of number of people that comes towards that pilgrimage. There's a report that says that 33,000 about 34 nearly thousand trees are about to fell down for the construction project. So, and National Tribunal also submitted an affidavit towards it as well. So this is going to be huge cumbersome. Now this is another extensive tree felling that is happening in the Great Nicobar project, which is of 72,000 crore project that is Union government has been set. Now 9.64 lakhs, that is a huge number of lakh of trees that is going to expected to cut for the tree transshipment board that will happen with the Great Nicobar project. Now, uh, I don't know what to say more on this. Guys, if you have any comments, please suggest.
They are disappointed. What else?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are disappointed. And at the same time, we have people who thinks that we need more climate change, more climate diversity, more climate education to work on the same matters. And at the same time, the irony is saying different.
Yeah, I agree. Like, this is one thing. For instance, like, people are also aware, government is also aware, but they don't have the will or ambition or objective to act towards it. So their actions are almost opposite to what people would ideally want them to do. So since this meeting is going to be ending again in 10 minutes, so we are going to be coming on the same link. So rejoin, please. Otherwise, it's saying upgrade.